Welcome to PVT 1977 channel. Subscribe to the channel and don't miss the hottest news of the day. Our news today includes the following content. Actor Wu Lei, like a spring, accumulate more energy for the next departure. Shanghai, September 25, China News Service, title, Actor Wu Lei, like a spring, accumulate more energy for the next departure. Reporter Xing Yingying. From a child star to a young actor today, Wu Lei has been exploring his own path of growth over the years. In recent years, Wu Lei has filmed many sports-themed TV series, such as Just Love and In the Blizzard, and he learns a sport for each one he participates in. On September 24th, Huawei's Autumn Full Scene New Product Launch Conference was held in Shanghai, and Wu Lei appeared as the global spokesperson for Huawei's sports health. Photo by reporter Xing Yingying. At the Huawei Autumn Full Scene New Product Launch Conference held in Shanghai on the 24th, Wu Lei appeared as the global spokesperson for Huawei's sports health. He said that in order to get close to the role, he did learn a lot of sports, including badminton, tennis, and equestrianism. Life, there are many different possibilities. When I walk into these characters and walk into the sports they love, I also take a small piece of life from them. Wu Lei sighed. He said that being an actor is a profession full of changes. On the set and under the spotlight, he needs to play many roles. When I am outside the play and return to real life, different sports also let me know that there are many different possibilities in life. Start with curiosity and meet a cloud, a mountain, and a long road. In the past few years since he started cycling, some people have asked Wu Lei, "Will you get tired of cycling for so long?" Wu Lei said that the magic is that in his eyes, cycling is like looking at a kaleidoscope. There will always be changes. As long as you observe the 3 seasons and 4 seasons carefully, there will be unique scenery every day. The adventure with the world starts with curiosity. A cloud, a mountain, a lake, and a long road encountered along the way all have a long, many stories on them, he said. Last year, Wu Lei learned to dive. He said that he felt that the boundaries of the world he could explore were wider. Before this, I had a little fear of the deep sea. I always felt that there were indescribable little monsters on the seabed that would catch me. But after going down, I found that it was true. There were many little monsters, including huge schools of fish, slow-moving turtles, and beautiful starfish. They were very interesting little monsters. He confessed his journey of overcoming fear and challenging himself at the press conference. So, I really think that sometimes there is no need for a reason to set off. As long as you move, there will always be adventures, he said. Like a spring, accumulate more energy for the next departure. For Wu Lei, the sports he loves do not need to set a great record, but to be comfortable, self-consistent, and free. Follow your own heart. Like a spring, there is time to bounce, and there is time to accumulate power, find balance, and accumulate more energy for the next departure. Wu Lei said that exercise has always been his lifestyle and his way of relaxing. In addition to keeping in shape, it also allows him to face everyone with a more positive mental outlook. As an actor, learning from life has been my long-term task. Only when we put aside our imaginations and deal with real people and the real world can we have a deeper connection with the world, he said. Guyu and Wu Lei's National Day father-son team, laughter and tears fly together, true family affection warms people's hearts. Guyu and Wu Lei's National Day father-son team, laughter and tears fly together, true family affection warms people's hearts. During the National Day, the comedy film The Best Man was quietly launched. This film, starring Guyu and Wu Lei, is lighthearted and funny with a hint of real life, and instantly received positive reviews from the audience. Wow, Uncle Go is quite trendy this time, and he has become an internet celebrity. Wu Lei's performance this time is really heartwarming, and he actually cooperates so well with Guyu. After watching it, the audience couldn't help but praise it. Father-son team, the collision is laughter and warmth. This time, the best man tells the story of an ordinary Beijing Uncle Zhang Beijing, played by Guyu, who originally lived an ordinary life. His son Zhang Xiaojing, played by Wu Lei, has grown up and lives an orderly life. But Uncle Zhang is not willing to be ordinary. An accident made him famous. He became a celebrity in the internet world. Now, the usually showy Guyu is even more showy. Not only does he help netizens defend their rights, he also often appears on TV shows, making himself busier than those traffic stars. Although Zhang Beijing, played by Guyu, is very showy in front of his son, he actually has a father knot in his heart. He has always wanted to be decent at his son's wedding, show off his skills to Zhang Xiaojing, and prove that he is still weighty as a father. The funniest thing in the movie is that Zhang Beijing secretly competes with his son's stepfather, Leowu, played by Jia Bing, and both of them want to speak at Zhang Xiaojing's wedding. This open and secret struggle really makes the audience laugh. The seemingly casual Guyu has a good person in his heart. Speaking of Guyu, this time he plays Zhang Beijing, who is really a typical representative of the lazy style. The whole person looks very Beijing, always has a few unreliable jokes in his mouth, and seems to have no pursuit and lives a muddle-headed life. Don't be fooled by this appearance. Zhang Beijing looks like a person who likes to live a lazy life, but in fact he has a very warm heart and always helps others solve problems, which is vividly demonstrated in the film. Guyu in the film often makes some episodes. Every time watching him struggling to defend the rights of netizens, the audience can't help but think, isn't this my dad? He always loves to mess around. This film uses comedy techniques to a large extent to bring out the complex emotions of the father role played by Guyu. He wants to prove himself and also hopes to occupy an important seat in his son's heart. And everything he does, in the final analysis, is just to hope that his son will recognize him. The sentence "you are in my heart," as good as Bethune said by Zhang Xiaojing at the wedding in the movie, instantly sublimated the father-son relationship. The understanding and tacit understanding between father and son really moved countless audiences. Fatherly love is deep and needs no words. The emotional part of the film cleverly integrates the father-son relationship into every joke. It seems lighthearted and humorous, but the audience can feel the deep emotions behind it. Although Zhang Beijing is not good at speaking and has never directly expressed his love for his son, every time he shows off and every time he makes a fool of himself, he is actually silently telling his son, "Dad has always supported you behind you." Speaking of Zhang Beijing's unexpected popularity and going to the bank where his son works to apply for a gold card, just imagining Guyu sitting in front of the bank counter, confidently showing off that he is an internet celebrity, can make people laugh. In fact, the son sees and understands all these little things Zhang Beijing does. In the end, the son's affirmation "you are a good person" is actually the highest praise. The film shows the deep love and tacit understanding between father and son in a humorous way. It is not deliberately sensational, but allows the audience to feel the most real emotional flow. After watching the movie, the audience couldn't help but sigh, "This is the image of the father around us, noisy and cute." The father-son relationship portrayed in the film can be said to be a true portrayal of many fathers and sons in contemporary society. Behind Zhang Beijing's funny, it is actually a microcosm of every father's silent contribution to the family. The display of the texture of life, the audience commented, "Too real." After the release of The Explosive Good Man, it has been recognized by many audiences, especially the down-to-earth details in the movie, which are so real. Many viewers left messages after watching it and said, "My dad is like this too." Uncle Gu is simply a real-life version of Uncle Beijing. Whether it is funny actions or concern for his son, it is too immersive. Some viewers also shouted, "Wu Lei is really getting more and more charming." He actually performed such a tacit father-son relationship with Guyu. In addition to the interaction between father and son, the way Zhang Beijing and his ex-wife get along in the film also resonated with many middle-aged audiences. The seemingly unreliable Zhang Beijing is actually a microcosm of countless ordinary middle-aged men. They seem to be out of tune, but when facing children, they have their own unique way. The film shows the complex emotions of this type of characters through small details. It is not sensational, but warms people's hearts. The big feelings of small people, the warm comedy experience in autumn. The movie The Best Man shows the joys, sorrows, anger and happiness in the lives of ordinary people through the description of Zhang Beijing, a small person. Although the plot is light and funny, the film's exploration of family relationships is very in-depth. In particular, Zhang Xiaojing's speech to his father in the movie is not only a gratitude to his father, but also a sublimation of the father-son relationship. The warm tone of the film also makes the audience feel the preciousness of family affection and laughter. Some people say that watching The Best Man in autumn is like drinking a cup of warm milk tea, with a little warmth in the smile, and the reality of life in the warmth. The wonderful partnership of Guyu and Wu Lei makes the film full of infinite highlights, and also makes this story of ordinary father and son particularly interesting and touching. Just like the name of the movie, The Best Man not only refers to Zhang Beijing, but also every ordinary person who is unknown but always kind in life. Although the movie is short, the emotions are deep. This film allows the audience to reflect on the power of family affection while laughing, and also allows people to find the warmth and light in ordinary life. During the National Day holiday, you may want to take your family to the cinema to experience this warmth and humor and spend a relaxing time together. What do you think about this? This concludes our news section. Welcome to leave your thoughts in the comments area. Let's discuss it together. Welcome, don't forget to give me a like and follow. Thank for all.